you've reached peak couple energy when your undies match. MeUndies Match Me has you both covered, literally, in super soft ultra-modal undies, socks, PJs, and loungewear. Festive prints? Check. Cozy vibes? Double check. And right now, it's deal season. Get up to 50% off site-wide for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Take your couple game to the next level with MeUndies Match Me. To get deals up to 50% off, go to MeUndies.com/comfort, promo code COMFORT. That's MeUndies.com/comfort, code COMFORT.
All right, I'm setting a 40-minute timer this time.
No, set a 30-minute timer. Let's aim high.
Okay.
By aiming low.
All right, I've started the timer.
Okay.
Cause it's Witchcast.
Yeah, welcome to Witchcast.
Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Witchcast. I'm your host, Emily.
And I'm your other host, Kate.
I feel like I do that sometimes. I don't mean to be like, I'm the host. I mean,
know.
like, we're your hosts.
Well, you know what I did actually today? I went and listened to this is a perfect segue into our topic today, but I went and listened to the first 5 minutes of every episode that we've done in our first season, which is crazy that we're finished, that we've gotten this far. But I've noticed we've gotten progressively better, not great, still not consistent, but which I don't want it to be, quite honestly. I don't want it to be too
the same, like, cookie cutter.
Yeah, like that kind of just routine. It seems, I like the authenticity of us just kind of winging it.
Just making it happen.
Yeah, just being humans and on a microphone.
Yeah, just people using the mic to tell our true witch story.
Yeah, and being our authentic, awkward selves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has been interesting to listen to the progression of our intros.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like our first one was, I think we really didn't plan ahead.
No. I
cut it together so that it sounded maybe a little smoother, but it was not.
Really? It's funny so a little behind the scenes info. Emily does, our editing of the recordings. And there's sometimes where I'm like, wow, that sounds really good. And I can't tell sometimes, really.
I work really hard to make them sound organic.
You're very good at it.
Thanks. It really gives me pleasure to do this kind of stuff. It's why I like Excel too. There's something in my brain that responds very positively to
it's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To little tiny, minutia stuff that I can just live inside for a while and try to make as perfect as possible.
Yeah, that's why I like video editing. I mean, it drives me a little crazy sometimes, but when I really get in the groove, it's very fulfilling. It's very satisfying to see something come together that you've created. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this is one of our minisodes. We just wrapped up our first season.
Yeah, we're done with that first season. We're gonna have a second season, but in between, we're just doing some little fun mini stuff.
Yeah.
Minisodes. Or as my phone auto-corrected it to earlier today, minisodas.
Minisodas. I love that.
Yeah.
I picture those little wax bottle drinks.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
I just thought of the tiny cans, you know, the little Coke
I like
cans.
those too, because quite honestly, as much as I'm addicted to Diet Coke, I feel like it's very hard for me to finish a whole can of soda.
Yeah, and when I do, I feel disgusting afterwards.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's just too many bubbles, I think.
I found out this weekend by reading the side of a Coke can that I was drinking from that regular Coke has 78% of your recommended sugar in a can.
Damn.
Which is wild.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Whereas Diet Coke has 150% of your lifespan's recommended amount of aspartame. So I totally fucked that joke up, but there you go.
I got it, though. It was good. We were there.
You ever do that where you're like, oh, it's such a good joke, and then you try and say in your mouth, what are we doing?
All the time. The worst is if I'm supposed to do stand-up and I don't have enough time to practice and I accidentally mess my own fucking joke up by I'll say the punchline first or something like that, and it's as soon as you've done it, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And just my mouth doesn't always obey.
Yeah.
It's why I don't do stand-up more, is that it's so much work for me to not fuck it up.
Speaking of, we're co-hosts of the Revolution podcast and stand-up show.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's right. Have we ever plugged the Revolution on here?
No.
We co-host a monthly stand-up show in Queens.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Here in sunny Queens.
Sunny Queens. It's always sunny in Astoria.
That's right. It's in Astoria. It's at QED, a place to show and tell.
Yeah, love it. Camber Cruz owns it. She's an awesome lady.
Just the best place in the world.
Yeah, it's super cool. And we showcase women and non-binary comics. And it's just a really positive monthly show. It's just really funny.
Yeah.
All the comics are super
It is
supportive of
such
each
a delight
other.
to do.
The audience is always really great.
Yeah.
It just makes us feel good. That's why I think we keep doing it.
Yeah.
Well, so while we gear up for our second season, we wanted to do fun, short, little episodes, and just kind of talk more just as us two.
Yeah.
You know, and then in the second season, we'll be diving deeper into other topics, bringing in other cool, awesome, witchy guests.
Yeah, we'll do what we've been saying we're going to do, which is like get a little more specific with different kinds of witchcraft, but also just go into more things that we didn't end up touching on this season, like palm reading. I think would be a really fun one.
Yeah. There's a lot. So that's what actually we wanted to talk about in this little mini-sode is
like what we've learned,
and
what we're thinking about doing for the future.
Yeah, because this is my first podcast. I know this isn't Emily's first podcast.
Yeah, but it's certainly my most popular podcast. Well, and technically the Revolution has a podcast also. We record every show.
We
so
do.
if you're a fan of this and you want more of just comedy us,
yeah.
You won't get a whole lot of us on there, but you will get some really funny people that we know.
Yeah, so we record every live show that we do of the Revolution and then we put it up online. It's just nice to have a record of it. And also our whole goal of doing the show, we produce and host it, is like to just get more stage time to women, trans and non-binary comics. It's just to get them more exposure. So like by putting the stuff online, I feel like it helps get hopefully a bigger audience.
Yeah, and certainly it gives them something that they can play for people if they don't have like recent tape or whatever. Right.
And as a stand-up, it's always good to go back and listen to your sets because like usually you're not doing as bad as you think you are.
Yeah, that's really the number one takeaway is usually like
I record every set I do and I'm always like, wow, that actually was not bad at all. Even though
you're
walked
great
away.
at stand-up. I always think about how good you are at stand-up.
Thank you. When I prepare, which is
well, that
5% of the time.
I'm pointing at myself, but that's my problem. Is
me too.
Yeah, if I just do the set that I'm supposed to do, I can be very funny. No, what is that? Oh, it's a fruit fly. So today we're talking about this season. We're looking back on our favorite moments, and then we're looking forward to the future, like we said.
And what we want to talk about, and what we want to, explore and discover and learn about for our next season.
Yeah, and I mean, this is really just like a big takeaways. What have we learned?
Yeah. What about you, Emily? What are some of your biggest key takeaways from this last season?
I learned a lot about how interrelated everything is.
Yeah.
And it really did blow my mind to what degree a lot of this is about subjugating like existing cultures and power structures more than it is about legitimacy. Yeah. I mean, there are definitely things that are like Dr. Good, alternative medicine handy, but not necessarily as good as, Advil, but like porque no los dos, and also there's lots of things where it's like the line is not as clear as you think it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, even our first episode, I feel like I learned so much about like how this whole thing of the witch as like evil character, which is such a big thing in pop culture, and like the dark magic and all that came to be, where it's like this was about people, women in power being taken out of power by like patriarchal structures, basically. Yeah. And that is fascinating. And when you start coming to not just this, but like the world with that view, it's like, well, what's really going on? It's not everything. It's not all the time, but it's a lot of things.
Yeah, it is pretty pervasive, I feel like. And I think that's one of my big key takeaways too, is that like really, like you said, like the line moves.
The spells and potions episode, I felt like really blew my mind.
Yeah.
In terms of like realizing how much of what we call medicine and give like pharmaceutical names came from like folk magic, basically.
Right. And it's like, who is saying what is magic and what is real, what is pseudoscience and what is actual science?
Yeah, it's only really a line that's been drawn in the last 150 years.
Yeah,
a lot of these things have been like...
And by, like you said, patriarchal structures.
And things have crossed the line once, like as soon as science shows you that it's doable, it's no longer like from that side of things. It goes from, it's not like an alternative medicine, now it's medicine. Right.
It becomes like appropriated.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me think of...
And rebranded.
Like just, this is so... It's not witch stuff, but it is like the same basic thing, which is a guy that I knew, and this isn't everybody's story, and lots of people have different things, and like when you're diagnosed with terminal cancer, usually you die from it. But a guy I knew was diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer, and they said basically there's nothing we can do for you in America. Like, we can do all this aggressive chemo, but it's probably like you have not that long to live. And he went to Mexico and did what was at the time an alternative kind of therapy where they had to, maybe it was his kidney actually, now that I'm saying this, because I think what happened was they had to, it must have been kidney cancer, because they removed one kidney and basically did things that were not being done yet in America at the time, but to teach the other kidney basically how to take over, and did all these sort of things that were considered alternative medicine that are now being done for cancer patients in the United States. But at the time it was like, you're going to the quacks in Mexico.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like, you're crazy. You got to get chemo here and like a legitimate, legitimate medical system. And he's alive and teaching. And
That's
like,
amazing.
And so he does like blogging and stuff. And he wrote a book and all this about his experience.
Awesome.
But,
well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, the judgment, the stigma, the dismissal of other cultures, other people's practices, right? Of oh, that's not real, that's not legitimate, is so through this very narrow, very Anglo, like white American Western world, straight male cis like lens.
Yeah, and that again also hasn't been right most of the time.
Right.
You know, it's like, and it only is like, it's just rewriting things as you go to be like, okay, now that we know that like purple foxglove works for heart failure, we're going to rename it whatever it is, like dioxitrin or whatever their real name is. But it's not that, but you know, pharmaceutically name.
Yeah.
And now it's part of our thing.
Yeah. It's so... It really is like,
and as soon as cocaine stops being so handy for toothaches, like
right, exactly.
And I mean, like, look at the opioid epidemic. I mean,
oh my God. It's still happening.
It's happening right now. That a pharmaceutical company was basically like, we can make money selling as much of this as we possibly can. Yes, it's incredibly addictive, but like sell it, so that we can make all the money.
It really is super capitalist. It's really
allegedly.
Yeah, right. Disclaimer. But I feel like it sucks. It sucks. It's the same mentality, I feel like, of colonialization, of cultural appropriation, of silencing, of a lot of the things that we're experiencing politically and seeing and kind of calling out, of like this idea of like, no, let's put people who are different in boxes, things that we don't know, that we fear, let's, eschew them, let's label them as bad, and then we're going to determine the powers, quote unquote powers that be, are going to determine what's right, what's wrong, and everyone else must abide by it. Rather than approaching the world and life with openness and curiosity and respect and understanding that you may not have all the answers.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, okay. So many things. Other things I've learned in the last few months. I wanted to just
say one more thing.
Yeah. Give it to me.
That like, going off of that, is my big thing is that magic is everywhere. So like, I think that's the thing too, is like, not only, like you can argue that like our Western Anglo culture totally, has kind of bastardized and commandeered so many practices from all different cultures and peoples and women all over the world. But like, also the fact of like, everything that we talked about in the last 6 episodes, from crystals to tarot to astrology, like it all kind of manifests itself through maybe these specific tools that we learned about, but the core of all of these beliefs, I think, are universal, are like throughout kind of all human interest in culture. There's so many things that we do that really, at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff that we learned about were really just tools for these kind of really strong, like human instincts of intuition, of manifestation.
Yeah.
That you could argue anything is like that, like the sports jersey analogy I always use. It's like,
yeah. And it's also, I mean, from a pragmatic standpoint, a lot of these are also basically tools for self-reflection.
Yeah.
Which is important and accepted across, like, even if you want to be like all about the science, there is science to this. I mean, it's scientifically proven that having a sense of control and like knowing what you want and going after it and being action minded and not thinking of the world as coming at you, but rather as like you asking the world for what you want and like going forward into the world, like trying to manifest things, is proven to have a positive effect.
Yes.
Now you can call that the universe, or you can say that like just being that kind of confident, and it's not witchcraft to be like, I want this, so I am going to try to put it out in the world.
Or
it's
is
everything.
You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Is it? Like whatever
and it
word
is
you
like
use.
Or that's what I mean. It's like it's not it's not just that. It's
Yeah.
like you're already doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
like,
all witches and we just don't know. Well, it's like what our last guest, Emily
Grote, yeah.
she was like, we're all psychic. We all have that intuition. We all have that power. It's just about being open to it, being willing to listen to it, being able to practice it and harness it. And like, I truly do believe that as well. I believe everyone has the power to be a witch of whatever sort they want. And that's what's so comforting. And that's another takeaway I will say is that this community has been so welcoming.
So great.
So wonderful.
Oh, I love it.
Like, we're just blown away by the response we've been getting. We're a little baby podcast. We're little baby witches, but like, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone who's been listening.
Yeah.
Like, all of the positive feedback we've gotten has been like incredible.
We really thought we were going
the
to be
very
cast
small
out.
amount of negative commentary we've gotten has
Just
been
one.
very handleable.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that was just a miscommunication.
Yeah.
But whatever. We'll
Yeah.
talk about
That
another
was
time.
just Mercury being in retrograde.
Yeah. Oh, which by the way, it's now out.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Oh, thank God. But I will say that it's what I love so much about this world that's very vast. And that's another thing, how big it is and how varied it is.
Every time we get into any one topic, it's like, holy shit, there's
it's
so much more
worth of knowledge.
Yeah. It's
there.
not just like everything that we cover is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. Emily edits these episodes down so much and we still barely only touch. Like, we record for like 2 hours and there's still barely.
There's always
touching
so much more we could talk about. And honestly, I mean, a lot of what we're doing is we're still covering mostly like the Western versions of these things. There's so much more.
We're going to definitely look into
Yeah.
more.
I think next season it would be really cool to get into like more.
Santeria.
Yeah.
Voodoo. Yeah.
Eastern stuff
Yes,
would be cool.
Yes. Yeah, I will say as a Korean American, I'm very bad at, I don't know much about any kind of Eastern witchy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I know like the zodiac and stuff like that and the Lunar New Year. But
You don't have to. You know, I mean, it's like
anyway, but like, yeah,
but
we
we'll
didn't
find
know.
people that will know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, I feel like this has taught me so much and also made me feel more welcome and more interested in it. Like, the more I was afraid that getting into this, the more I found out, the more I'd feel like it was quackery to a certain degree. Like, there's a certain part of me that was afraid to dig in and find out, like, if crystals really do anything or anything like that. Right. Because it's nice to think that they do. But I feel like the way, like, what I've learned is that they do if you want them to. You know what I mean? It's like, is a crystal going to heal your cancer? Probably not. But like, at the same time, if it helps you and if a positive attitude helps you.
Right.
And if it does do little things.
Why not? And
if there's like a little bit of magic in the universe and you're willing to believe in it.
Yeah. That's a good question. So do you feel, because I feel like I was afraid of going into this, of being told I didn't belong, like being told I don't deserve, or I can't call myself a witch, or I'm not really a witch, of being exposed of some sort of fraud. But I feel like coming out of this first season, I feel more of a witch than ever. I feel more validated and stronger. Like, I just personally, like emotionally and mentally, I feel stronger and more confident, I think, than I did when I first started this, which is kind of amazing, because I feel like all of this, everything we've learned has told me yes. Everything has been a resounding yes, of like, yes, you can believe in this stuff. Yes, you can practice this stuff. Yes, you can call yourself a witch. Of course you can. Like, it's up to you. It's what you believe and want to practice.
Right. And I don't think that being a witch is mutually exclusive with other things. You know, it's like you can be any part of the world and like, you know.
It's like being like a nasty woman to me. It's like being like a quote unquote nasty woman, you know, like when Hillary had that thing. It's like being a feminist. It's like that idea.
When Hillary had that thing. that thing that happened to her.
Campaign we're not going to talk about. No, but you know, like that, it's, well, you know, it's like that concept.
I feel like I'm increasingly not just embracing the label, but less afraid of being like a liar about it. Like, not feeling like it's true, you know? Like,
and I also am less afraid of people knowing that I'm interested in this stuff.
Yeah.
I think I was really nervous about people finding out that I was into this stuff.
Yeah. I was a little nervous about my family. I don't know that they're listening anyway. There's only 31 downloads in Canada, so I don't know who's found out anyway. And I think I know who at least 12 of them are. So.
Yeah, so what do you think, how do you feel now as a witch yourself, like coming out of this first season? Do you feel more like a witch?
Yeah, I definitely deepened not just my understanding, but my interest in all of these things. Like, I think I never probably would have gotten more into at least potions.
Yeah. I remember that really spoke to you, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just, and not just that, but like crystals also. Like, I don't I've had like little tiny crystals that I've had around, but I haven't really thought about them much. Like, it's just like, oh, I like holding this rock. Like, it's not, and that I think really opened my eyes. Like, I desperately want a piece of stibnite now.
Yes. Yes. Our episode 3 guest Laura Lucas brought in stibnite, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It seems super powerful.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with
you gotta know
her
stibnite. I know. It was really cool.
But yeah, no, I think it just like, and I liked all this stuff. Like, I liked witchcraft. I was interested in witchcraft, but now I feel like I'm more interested in pursuing it more actively, I think. Because I think I was very like passively interested.
Right. I think a lot of people are. I think that's why we started this podcast, was because a lot of people, ourselves included, were passively interested but we wanted to learn more.
Yeah, and I felt like I was intimidated by like the world of getting more into tarot cards or whatever. It's like I had a tarot deck and like at one point and like the little booklet, but I was never like, I'm not going to go out and like read for someone professionally, but like, you know, it would be nice to like just, I don't know, even like I just felt like I had to like memorize everything, and it was going to be a big job to like really get like in touch with my tarot. And that there was just something I think that I felt with a lot of this stuff, like there was something ineffable I wasn't getting. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I no longer feel that way. Yeah. Totally. Like I always felt like even if I read tarot cards, I'm not good enough, or I'm not like there. I'm not like, you know, there's something else that's on the other side of a wall that I can't be. Right. There's like an enigma aspect to it that you can't touch, but that's not the truth at all. But that's not the case at all. Yeah. It definitely, I think, made a lot of this stuff made it more casual. Yeah. It's a lot less formal. Like, you know, I remember our first guest, Juliana, who like was talking about how when she first started becoming a witch, like or reading tarot, she would read out the booklet, and then when she got her first theme, like she was like bought this really fancy ceremonial knife, and like that's how I was when I first started practicing too, and still was pretty much up until this season of being like, oh, this all has to have so much pomp and circumstance and formality, and if I try and do a spell or something and I fuck up the line, then I have to start over, like you know. And honestly, no, like you can just buy a tarot deck and sit in bed with it and just kind of look at cards. Yeah. And that's it, you know, just kind of like enjoy it while you're watching TV. Like you can just kind of have a casual, light a candle and kind of meditate over it casually to yourself, and then go eat a pizza. Excuse me. I burped a little. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. It's really cute. No. But yeah, anyway, I think I like that. I like that it's demystifying it. Totally. That's the word I was trying to think of. Thank you. Totally demystified. Yeah. And especially like talking to people that have been doing it a long time. Yes. That helps so much, because it's like there is no deep, dark secret. And I'm sure they're great, but like I'm not interested in organized religion. So like, but I always felt like if I wasn't initiated into some coven, then I was never legit. Witch. Yeah. And I don't think that that's the case. I don't think it's true. And also, like, I could be in a coven if I wanted to. Exactly. And like, we could start our own coven if we wanted to. Yeah, we are a coven. Yeah. We're 2-person I am my own coven, and so are you. Yeah. Aw. That's a good t-shirt saying. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. And this is something also, I remember going to my first and only like public ritual at the enchantment store in the East Village in New York City. And like, it was like a solstice thing. Everyone looked like every other New Yorker. Yeah. Everyone was totally normal. And here we were, strangers all in a room together, like going through and casting a circle and like going through a normal like solstice ritual. It was super cool. And then meeting all the guests that we've met, like, and that we've had on the show, they're all lovely, regular people too, who have been long practicing like witchy people, which is super cool. Like, yeah. Yeah. They're just out there doing their jobs, living their lives. You don't have to be a full-time witch to be a witch. Yeah. You can just like, I think I still feel very cagey about organized religion, and I don't know why. I think I was just not raised with it. So I always get a little, but I think of all of the organized religions, this is the one I'm most interested in. And the thing about it though is that there's so many subsets within this. And I feel like that's one of the things I feel like I'll learn in season 2 maybe, is a little bit more about the subsets. Because it's not a monolithic unit. No. There isn't not like you're a witch or you're not. Right. It's very vast, and it is kind of up to your own definition. And as someone who was raised in a very organized religion as a Catholic, Irish Catholic, even though I'm Korean, there is something a little comforting about the organization of religion. Like there's something really comforting about ritual to me. Yeah. I just like went to my uncle's memorial, and he did have a mass
ceremony, even though he wasn't super religious as an adult. It was something that he grew up with. He was an altar boy growing up with, and his family is Catholic. So like he requested it at his memorial, which was nice to give comfort to his loved ones. But we all like recited the Our Father and all these prayers and all that stuff coming back to me. And all these people in a room, again, strangers in a room, kind of going through these motions together. There's something really comforting about that to me. That being said, when organized religion gets super dogmatic and really controlling and, damning, of course, fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
But I will say, I like something about witchcraft that really appeals to me is the ritual aspect. Yeah. I like being able to, but I love also being a solo practitioner. Yeah. Being able to take that time to just, okay, I'm going to do this thing tonight.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I really like, I like the solo practitioner element of it. And I think maybe if I went to more community events, maybe I would feel differently.
It's intimidating though. I mean, you're also kind of like,
I think I'm also a very socially anxious person, and I'd be afraid of like screwing it up or something, you know?
I think I would be more afraid of like meeting people I didn't really want to meet.
Yeah.
Like, not that they'd be bad, but just in any social situation, I'm always like, oh no, I don't want to make friends and then they're going to want to hang out and I can't because I have no time.
Right.
And that sounds so selfish.
No, I get that. No new friends.
I want
a shirt that says no new friends. They make them. It's just like.
It's only because I'm already so overextended.
Yeah.
I would love to have new friends.
I have enough friends. I mean,
I don't see the friends I already have,
but like,
enough.
Yeah. When I'm making a purge, maybe we can talk. But like, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah, social lives are hard.
Social lives are so hard, and also like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I wouldn't actively avoid making a friend if I really hit it off with someone. But it's just that there's no time to like. I feel like the few times I have like clicked with someone and been like, oh, we should really be friends, I haven't then been able to hang out with them, and then they think awful. I'm brushing them off. And it's just like, no, I'm just like, I'm sorry. This is the way I am with all my friends, which is why all of my friends are the same way.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's true. I feel really bad. It's really hard nowadays, I think, as adults to like keep up with everyone. I mean, I think social media ties into that. That's a whole other discussion. But I had a friend recently even say to me, she's like, we can hang out and not be working on a project together. Like, we can actually just be friends and be social. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. Literally, both you and I are both like freelancers and artists. And like, we just constantly fill all of our time with work. Yeah.
I did go through a phase like that. It was about 6 months long. And I was just working so much that I was like, if I'm seeing you, I don't want to talk about work.
That's nice.
But
how was that?
It was nice, actually.
I think that's the thing for me is like work takes over my life because I love what I do, but then I don't actually take any time for myself or
and then I stop loving what I do for a little bit. I don't know if you're the same.
No, totally. Like, no, because then it just becomes a burden.
It.
Yeah, because it's just all encompassing and overwhelming.
Yeah, like I've given myself permission to. I have a play I want to write, and I had it at the bottom of my to-do list over and over, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write it in the fall. Like, I'm just not gonna put the pressure on myself to write it over the summer because I don't have time, and it's just making me feel miserable. And like, I don't want to feel miserable when I'm writing it. I want to like enjoy writing it.
Right, because you love it. That's what you love to do.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for you.
Hopefully I won't die between now and then. But what if I do and then the work is never out there?
No, that's anxiety talking. Don't listen. Be gone.
Yeah, right.
Anxiety.
Out demon.
So that's another thing I will say about my takeaway is I've been listening back and I feel like I talk really fast and I don't finish my sentences. And I really want to try and do that more.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I found out that I don't finish my sentences because in Canada they let you. So I will be here for like a year and then I'll go home. Like if I only go home like Christmas to Christmas or like maybe like half like if I don't see other people from Canada for a while, I'll get into that and then I'll go home and expect them to interrupt me.
Oh.
Because that's the way everyone talks in New York. It's just like everyone overlaps. It's like you front load your sentence with the idea so that people can then start talking.
Wow, that is mind blowing.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure this out, but it's only because I would be at a party or something and be waiting for someone to interrupt me and realize I was running out of things to say and be like, oh my God, I have to figure out how to end this sentence. Which is never a problem I had before I lived here, but now like 12 years in, it's just like...
Yeah, that's so funny. I didn't think of it that way. I feel like I'm always interrupting myself in my head. Like I'm always like, oh, I'm going to start this sentence, but wait, actually that brings up another tangent. So, well, you know what I'm going to say, so I'm just going to stop.
I guess that too. I don't know.
I also, can I say, it's total non sequitur, but a really big pet peeve of mine is when people try to finish my sentence for me.
Oh, really?
And I don't know them. Like, I'm not good friends with them.
I think I do that to people.
You don't do that to me. No, you don't. Not to me, at least. We say things at the same time, but that's authentic. I think that's just because
we're just on the same page. Yeah.
But if someone, I literally will like just meet someone at a party and like just say something to me.
You know, I've been thinking about spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, right. How annoying is that? Don't do that. Sorry.
Spaghetti and meatballs? Oh my God.
No, you can just wait till I fucking finish my sentence and then reply and say, yeah, me too. You don't have to fucking cut me off to say what I'm going to say.
See, I don't have that problem because I don't go to parties.
See how annoying that is? Sorry. It just drives me crazy. All right, so what do we want to move forward? Like, what do you want to learn about in our next season, Emily? Season 2.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even believe we finished this podcast, first of all.
I know. I can't believe we did it. We got it out there and people are responding positively to it.
Yeah, that's really...
I'm so delighted. I had a friend from high school today that I haven't talked to in like years, but she was one of my best friends. Or like one of my best friends in high school.
Aww.
And she messaged me today to say she just binged it all, gave us a 5-star review, loves it.
That's awesome.
Desperately wants us to make more.
That's so sweet.
And it warmed the cockles of my cold black Scorpio heart.
I love it. I love it. Actually, yeah, a friend of mine too, Kim Townsend, who's like an amazing musician. She's like, I just binged your first 2 episodes on the drive up to Maine. You guys are so funny. Like, I can't wait to listen to the rest. Like, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah, it's really great.
We should really jump into season 2 as soon as we can. So we don't lose our fans.
I know. Well, so what do you want to learn about? What should we do our season 2 on?
Well, I think one that I walked past a sign today and I was like, palm reading.
Yeah.
I think that's an obvious one.
Yeah, I would love to learn about that.
That'd be really cool. I actually learned about that also in middle school. I read a whole book about palm reading.
I feel like I did know that about you.
So because my dad had it, I think, for some reason, which is wild because he is like,
I love your dad.
My parents are such like pragmatic. I mean, they're great. I love my parents, but they're like really smart. Like they're both lawyers or they were lawyers. Like not the kind of people that you would anticipate knowing how to read palms, but like, it was one of them did. I think it was my dad, but it might have been my mom. And then I think my dad was into numerology.
Yeah.
And both of those I think would be really cool. I would also love to learn more about runes because I know fucking nothing about runes.
Yeah.
And green tea or like not green tea leaves.
Green tea is also really cool.
I'm really
Matcha?
interested in green tea.
No, tea leaf reading.
Tea leaf reading, yeah.
Yeah, all that kind of divination stuff would be really neat to dive deeper into because we did talk, it's funny, we did psychic and mediums and then we also did tarot, but like it's kind of cart before the horse, or I don't know, apple of the tree. The divination world is really vast. There's a lot of different tools, so it would be cool to dive deeper into that stuff.
Yeah,
I also would really love. I know chaos magic was mentioned.
Yes,
I'd love to get. I don't really know anything about that.
I also want to learn about like skyclad and sex magic. I'm never gonna do it probably, but I would love. Because I'm such a prude.
Isn't that just about being naked?
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's like being naked in like a group with like I think there's like usually like a master overlooking you or something.
Who's like a man. I'm just kidding.
Like a clothed man. I actually don't know that much about it, but it's like
Juliana brought it up in our second episode.
Yeah, and I know people that like did skyclad.
Really?
Stuff. I desperately want to
way
ask
too much body insecurity. Shit.
I feel like I'm such a sex prude and I'm so like afraid of my body and like I just want to hear about it. I want to learn about it.
I actually know someone we could probably bring in for sex magic. I would love to learn about that too because I have no idea what that means either. But I'd love to.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like using sex as part of your spell or something.
I mean, that makes sense. You're literally generating energy, and that's what spell casting is. You have to like generate energy, and then direct it towards a goal and then release
wild.
It. Yeah.
That's
very Scorpio.
I'm just which is so not like that's the least Scorpio part of me is I'm so like buttoned up. I don't know why.
I also really would love to dive deeper into the different types of magic. Like I would love to talk about candle magic more.
Yeah.
I really love that stuff.
Let's burn more shit on this.
Yeah. More fire, please. And also like we talked about hoodoo, Santeria. I'd love to dive deeper into the different cultures outside of the Anglo-Saxon, like kind of Wicca-based magic.
Yeah. And I think finding experts in each of those things will be how we decide which of those that we will be doing.
Yeah, totally. So if you are an expert in any of those areas, or
let
if
us
you
know.
have any ideas that you want to pitch to us, please hit us up.
Oh, fairy magic and
Yes.
fairies.
Yes,
I
let's
desperately
definitely
want to
look into
know.
that. Yeah, I was really into fairies in high school.
When I was like a little kid, I was so sure there were fairies in the backyard. Like so sure.
Were they like lightning bugs? Like, or did
We don't really have lightning bugs in
Really?
Halifax. Although maybe there were just like a few. We also call them fireflies, but
no? I couldn't think of the other word.
Yeah.
I called them fireflies too. I just couldn't think of the other word.
It's like we had them in Cape Breton, like out in basically the sticks of Canada, of Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
But in Halifax itself, but it was like, I could have sworn like things moved around when I would like leave and come back, like around where the flowers were and stuff.
That's so cool. I mean, I believe you.
It could have been like my mom gardening though. But like when I was little, I was so sure it was fairies.
Can I tell you a real quick story? When I was about 3 or 4, I remember specifically having this very vivid memory of like having a nightmare, going into my parents' room, sleeping in between them like I would typically do, but their room was dark. They didn't have a nightlight, which was always kind of scary to me. And I was laying there in between them in this bedroom that felt very dark and like blue toned and scary. I couldn't sleep. My parents were breathing very loud because whatever, they were humans and I was a child. Yeah. And also like listening to other people breathe sometimes freaks me out because I'm always like, should I match their breath? Like it like,
yeah.
you know? Anyway, so I'm laying there. I couldn't sleep. I look up towards the window and like the moonlight or street lamp, whatever it was casting through the window. And on the ceiling, as if it was floating like directly out of the window, was a shadow of actually an angel, like a winged figure.
What?
And I remember looking at that, smiling at it and waving at it. Like I wasn't scared by it at all, which is weird because I'm actually, when I was a kid, very scared of ghosts and everything. But I realized, I mean, I was raised Catholic. So in my mind as a child, I was like, oh, it's an angel. I smiled at it and waved at it and then immediately fell asleep.
Do you think
like,
you were asleep or do you think that it was like a real thing?
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I always kind of perceived it as a real memory because I feel like my dreams,
I mean, if you remember it that clearly,
very different. Like any dream that I do remember, they're always very like cinematic and like very clearly a dream, you know?
Yeah.
Like there was like extra, like
Dreaminess?
this to me, yeah, like this to me seemed, in my mind at least, it seems very real.
No, I mean, I believe it. I feel like this has been it's such a tough thing to talk about. I've been interviewing people separately for my own like music project that I'm working on about like their ghost stories and like paranormal things that have happened to them and that they've seen, and just like,
I didn't know about this.
You didn't?
I don't think so.
We'll talk about it later, but
Okay.
I'm working on like a sort of like a concert about ghost stories.
Oh, I love you so much.
I'm basically doing a pop rock concert, like a rock concert about
ghost
ghosts.
stories.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so cool.
You're so cool. So I've been interviewing people about things that they've seen like that and like just paranormal experiences they've had. And that's the big thing is like people are like, well, I remember this in a very different and like clearer way. Like I feel like it's not.
Yeah.
But it is like, it's, you always have to be like, so do you think that that's real or do you think that that's, because sometimes people are like, it might be my roommate gaslighting me or some weird shit is happening in our apartment.
Isn't that what also, to bring it back to our last season, isn't that also what Emily was saying is like that cognitive dissonance of like, of just like shutting something down, of being like, I don't understand it, so I'm just going to dismiss it.
Yeah.
But instead, I think that a much more fun, magical way of living is staying open and saying,
maybe. Yeah. And that's,
maybe not. Who knows?
That's the approach I've been taking on the ghost thing too, is like, I think it's better to, it's more fun to believe, it's more interesting to believe.
Yeah.
And it is entirely possible.
Totally. I think, actually, I just got really crazy deja vu just now. And that's something I did want to ask her about, but we ran out of time. Was about
deja
vu. Because I get it all the time. Anyway, I think...
Gentle wine pouring sound.
Nice Foley.
Do you want some?
Yes, please. Wait, let's do it right up to the... just for fun. I really hope no one has to pee listening.
Right, yeah.
But
don't go chasing waterfalls.
Actually, there's like this, I don't want to go down this tangent, but there's a song in Catholic Mass goes, peace is flowing like a river. And so my friend Laura and I, every time like one of us would have to be, we'd like sing that to each other like really meanly, just to troll each other. Anyway,
that's good.
But yeah, I think I'm trying to stay more in that really fun, delicious part of
Delicious.
I know.
You have been watching Queer Eye.
I know.
I am obsessed.
So good.
Can you
cry
believe?
every episode.
It's so good.
But trying to stay in that really delicious mindset, that space of not knowing and being okay with not knowing and saying, I don't need to have all the answers. I don't need to know what's coming next. I don't need to know what's real or not. All I need to know is, you know, what makes me feel good, what makes me feel not good.
Yeah.
And, you know, and just kind of stay open and
Yeah.
be okay with the maybe, you know.
Yeah. Although counterpoint, I read this whole thing about how like children today aren't like learning the difference between facts and opinions, and that it's really important that you know the difference.
Okay, well, in that sense, yes.
And it's like, in this way, it's for the good of you, but also, you know, believe science.
Yes.
Believe facts.
Yes. I guess I mean more.
Climate change is real.
Yes, absolutely. I guess I'm talking more in the
Yeah, I know.
sense.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
these are two different subjects, but at the same time, I just want to be clear
We do support.
that climate change is happening
Yeah.
and facts are facts.
Yeah, we support science. We support.
And the facts are Donald Trump sucks.
vaccines. Yeah,
And vaccines work.
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah. Well, so
Anyway, now that we've alienated a few there was something else I wanted to say about the earlier episodes that I remembered that I learned, and now I've forgotten what it was. What were our episodes? Tarot?
Well, we did the history of
Astrology.
witchcraft, tarot, astrology, crystals, spells and potions, and then psychics and mediums. It was a lovely first season.
It really was a really good first season.
I know.
I don't remember what it was that I learned, but it was something that gave me a good feeling in my brain when I thought of it earlier. Looking forward to the future, we talked with Emily Grote about bringing in her mentor, Marge.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Which would be incredible.
Yeah.
So that's a maybe for the future, too.
Fingers crossed that works out.
Yeah.
I would
Damn
also
it.
love to go more into the ghost paranormal aspect of things too, quite
Yeah.
honestly, because I will tell you that even though I had that, you know, angel experience, I don't really believe personally in ghosts. I believe in energy and
Yeah.
like things like that, but like in terms of actual manifestations of like past spirits, I like to think that like energy never dies, right? It just
Yeah.
changes. And so that idea of like what we know as our ego and mortal brain goes away, but like our energy still kind of exists in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
That's my current belief of what happens after death. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I would like to learn more about that stuff because I find it fascinating and kind of cool and creepy and scary. And I think it'd be, I find it interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested in it too. Although I have to say, like, some of the interviews and stuff, I've been so freaked out after. It
Yes.
scares, it's spooky.
But it's so fun. I love horror movies about ghosts, about paranormal shit.
It's so funny because, like, I have such a, I don't want to use the phrase cognitive dissonance again, but it's like, I hate it and I also like it. And
Yeah.
I don't have a good explanation for why I'm like this, but like,
Oh,
I
same.
seriously don't enjoy it, but I'm drawn to it, I guess.
I actually would love to never, ever, ever, ever have a ghost experience myself personally. Like,
Mhm.
I don't really feel like I
Mhm.
need that in my life, but I find it fascinating and super fun to watch for entertainment. Like,
yeah. And I don't know. I don't even like talking about it because I get so freaked out that like ghosts are
Really?
going to find me. But
Oh.
like, I feel like I had a bunch of experiences as a kid.
Yeah, that's why also I don't ever want to use a Ouija board personally.
Mhm.
Like for me, tarot cards are different because like we talked about in our episode, like it can be a tool for self-reflection. It's you really pulling those cards. It's you are intuiting.
Yeah.
that
I
you
used
can't
it
control
again,
it.
like as a kid, I had like a Ouija board and like
Did
used
you
it
have
a
a
lot.
bad experience?
And it just, I don't know, it freaked me out because people
Uh-huh.
would always be like, you're pushing it. And I'd be like, I'm not pushing it. And I don't know. It just, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm going to like stage my house after just talking about it. That's how much I'm like freaked out by this stuff.
Yeah. Can I tell you another really quick story? When I was little, I used to have like sleepovers with these girlfriends in grade school, and we would do witchy things like this like all the time. And we did light as a feather, stiff as a board. And I had my grandfather's rosary that he had over his hospital bed when he died in my hands for one round of light as a feather, stiff as a board. And he had recently passed, and I was the board. And they got me like all the way up, like they were able, and then like you can explain it by physics, right? Like displaced like weight or whatever. But
I
like
still don't understand how that works.
I saw it at a science fair once, and they were trying to do it as like one of the experiments at the science fair, being like, look, you can easily do this if you have the right amount of people and the right placement of fingers, etc.
Mhm.
Because it's just like you know, everyone lifting the table at once, basically. But like I remember the girls got me like 4 or 5 feet off the ground. And I remember repeating a mantra of some sort in my head when it was happening. And then like I broke out of it and looked around and I fell. It was basically like the craft, but they didn't let go of me. But yeah, anyway.
No, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever, like, I don't think I've ever seen it done. I've never had it done to me. The like, there's a feather stiff as a board thing.
Yeah. We were all into creepy, ghosty shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't find that friend group until like high school. I feel like, or yeah, like 9th grade, I actually started like having friends that liked me, you know? I feel like my younger years were very like, not lonely, but like the girls that I hung out with were really mean and like, it was bad.
I mean, girls in grade school were super mean.
Yeah.
But we were all into witch stuff. That was like a big, I remember everyone had a coven. Everyone had like a little book of shadows. We would like write little rhymes. Yeah.
That's so cool.
We were really into it. Do you want to draw our
I'd be
card
delighted.
today? So this is the Druid Animal Oracle deck by Philip and Stephanie Cargome. And we posted an Instagram post about it a couple weeks ago. I love it. It was a gift from Rowan Rivers, who was our guest in episode 5, the Potions and Spells episode. And I really like the idea. I would love to also go into that more too, of spirit guides and also spirit animals.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's do an episode just on, well, oh my God, there's so much. But like, I mean, on spirit animals and like spirit guides and spirit whatever journeys, whatever you do. I'm not good at shuffling. And it's also very like hot and also sticky in here. And I'm having a really hard time getting the cards to separate.
It's okay.
I'm just going to like cut this in half and, I got an owl.
Nice.
I was going to draw this one, but you know what? Let's look at this owl.
It's so cute.
It just showed up, and we haven't gotten to our 10 birds episode yet. So.
The owl. How about you read the description?
I feel
like I always read
delighted.
the description.
Okay, owl. Kelach Iche.
Wow, you're so good at that.
I did take 2 semesters of Gaelic. So I better be. Did I take 3 semesters of Gaelic?
I think out of the 2 of us, you definitely are more Gaelic than me.
The understatement of the century. I mean, no, I guess that's not true because you grew up like Irish Catholic-ish.
Yeah, but like several generations of, Irish American.
Yeah. I think my dad's parents spoke some Gaelic.
That's awesome.
I didn't learn it for them, but in Nova Scotia there is a Gaeltacht, and I got lonely in my sophomore year of college, so I just took Irish Gaelic to like find other people like me.
That's awesome.
And then I joined the band, and then like I was in the Irish house like music group for all of college, and then I always had like a place to go when I was lonely.
I love that so much.
They had a little house and it was really cute, so I just kept going.
Yeah.
All right, so the owl, Kelach Ihe. Keywords: detachment, wisdom, change. Meaning, Kelach Ihe teaches us the wisdom of turning a disadvantage into an advantage. For most birds, the coming of darkness renders it impossible for them to feed, but the owl's exceptional hearing enables it to pick out and swoop on unsuspecting prey during the night. Twilight has been described as owl light, and going for a quiet walk in the woods at this shimmering time of twilight is an excellent way to develop a sensibility to the other world and the inner soul of nature. You may feel drawn to the study of esoteric lore or clairvoyancy. Working with the owl as your ally will help you do this.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
These are really nice cards.
Oh, check out this card. Also, there's like it's got a little hanging thing with a skull. It's got like a little Celtic symbol and a little skull.
Oh, that's awesome. He's so cute.
I know. I love owls.
Yeah, me too. We will post a picture of this on our Instagram. But you know what, Emily, can we do a little clink to us finishing our first season?
To us finishing our first season.
And to the next. I'm so happy we're on this journey together.
And another one.
And another.
DJ Khaled.
Get out. No, I'll get out. Well, I love you, Emily, and I love all of you listeners.
I love you too, Kate, and I love my listeners, and I love my
Those
people.
are yours and they're mine. Okay.
And I love our listeners too.
Yes.
And thanks so much for tuning in and for checking this thing out and for being a part of our lives. And
please continue to do so. If you like us, please review and
shoot us an email and let us know, or text us if you're our friends.
Give us some feedback. Yeah.
That really helps. Like the people that have reached out and been like, hey, I love this. Just know how appreciated you are.
It means so much to us because honestly, we were so nervous putting this out
We were
there.
so scared.
But we
and
feel the
now
love.
I feel so much less scared. I feel like this has taught me also in a grander scale. Like, I feel like this whole process has left me wanting to do more. Like, I feel more
Empowered.
I was going to say action oriented.
Yeah,
empowered.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just to do stuff and just try it.
Yeah, motivated.
Motivated.
Inspired.
I feel inspired and motivated.
Yeah.
Wait,
Me too.
Say another thing.
Determined.
Determined, yes.
Shut up. Okay.
All right.
Until next time.
Hex yeah!
'Cause it's Witchcast.
Hex yeah!
You know I hate that.
I know.
We just talked about it.